The king is the most important piece in chess, and it's a must that we keep the king safe all the time. An amazing day to my classmates all over the world, and welcome to another video. Today we are going to learn about castling. This is a special rule that we can use one time in a game. Special because it defies the rules about the king and the rook. The purpose of this rule is to actually keep the king safe. Now, in the beginning of the game, two opposing teams would actually oppose in the center. Okay, they would be fighting for these four central squares because it makes their pieces more powerful. Now, if the knights are coming, bishops coming, and other things might actually come in the center, you don't want your king to be in the center of the board as well. So what you want to do is to keep the king inside the castle. So what is castling? Castling is a special move in chess involving the king and one of the player's rook. Okay, so what are the conditions for castling? Castling can only be done if the king nor the rook involved has previously moved. There must be no piece between the king and the rook. The king cannot be in check, nor can the squares the king crosses or lands on be under attack. So these are the conditions for castling. Okay, and these are the restrictions. When can we not castle? Castling cannot be done if the king is in check, if the squares the king moves through or lands on are under attack, or if either the king or rook has moved previously during the game. Castling cannot be done to get out of check or to move through a check. So these are the things that we must remember in castling. Let us study some positions. Okay, in this position, now the king and the rook is now able to castle because the knight on g1 went to f3 and the bishop on f1 developed to b5. Now, one of the rules that we have, there must be no pieces that is in between the king and your rook that you will use for castling. In this case, we could not castle on the queen side because the queen, the bishop, and the knight are still in the way. On the other hand, we can definitely castle in the king side. So this is the king side castle. And this is what we call the queen side castle. Now all the pieces are cleared on the left side of the board. Okay, this is what we also call this long castle. Okay, and we just move two squares to the left, and then the rook will automatically go on the other side of the king. Castling is also a way for you to develop your rook. Now, in this position, are we able to castle? Since the knight and the bishop on the king side is already out, can we castle? Well, if you can remember, castling can only be done, okay, if neither the king nor the rook involved has previously moved. Okay, I guess the king and the rook hasn't moved in this position, and there must be no piece between the king and the rook. However, the third one, okay, would actually be a question. The king cannot be in check, nor can be the square so the king crosses or lands under attack. So, in this case, we are unable to castle. The reason is the rules would actually prevent us from doing so. So you have to defend first, get out of check, and then when the king castles, now you can castle because there is no attack on your king anymore. How about this? Now, we are open to castle on the queen side. However, the queen attacks the c1 square, which happens to be the landing square of our king. So are we able to castle in this position? Of course not. We could not castle in this position because, according to the rules, you cannot land in check when you are castling. How about this? The bishop is aiming at the f1 square. Although we would land on g1, still the rules would prevent us from doing so because it would go through a check. Okay, castling cannot be done if the king is in check. If the squares the king moves through or lands on are under attack, or if either the king and rook has moved previously during the game. Castling cannot be done to get out of check or to move through a check. So these are the basic things that you need to learn about castling. An amazing day to you once again, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Shout out to my new subscribers, and please continue watching my videos. I'll be posting more videos in the next following days. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.